That we are talking about beauty standards, and you said it keeps varying. What was your beauty standard when you were growing up? Did you have one? And who was your beauty goal?
She was fair, is fair. And at that age, when I was really young, I truly believed that beauty is, is just being fair. The fairer you are, the prettier you are, right? Because when you're a darker, tanner girl, especially, and you're like chubby and, fat, I was fat. And it just was a bad combination in every way for me, mentally. And the older I got, the more I realized now everybody will go to a tanning bed to get darker, and we are all putting bleaching creams or like fair and lovely or whatever to get. Never used that though. Like, I feel like the insecurity stayed, but it was really hard growing up with the kind of beauty standards that there were, which is why I never even considered using my physical appearance for anything I would do in the future. It was always, I was so focused on using my brain and my personality.
So that's how
And
you became a content creator
that is
first.
how, and that's also why I have the degrees I do, because i
Yeah.
i truly felt like I needed to polish other facets that
Aspects.
I have and work
And
on
it's so
those.
interesting that another day when I was speaking to you about your mom, you said, one, she's very kind, and two, that she makes you feel that you're the most beautiful thing on all earth.
Always, even when I was fat, even when I was unattractive, even when I had a unibrow, even when I had the puberty pimples come in, and even when I oiled my hair, put it really tightly back, and with that poof, which my mom told me I'll regret in the future, which I do, that poof hairstyle, oh my god, the higher the poof, the cooler you are. In that era. And like that really dark kajal, anything to just not feel like me, right? But she would always make me feel like the most special child.
So, the one that you are looking at, so for the ones who are listening, I just want to bring it out that it's not necessarily, yes, the color sadly has become one of the yardsticks of beauty. But other than that, it's not that a round cheek or a square jaw or a sharp chin that makes one remember the beauty of a person, but it's how they made you feel. So be kind to people, be nice to people. The beauty is in what you put out rather than what you just show on the surface.
Yeah.
So
Have
what
you
what
noticed when you're really close to someone, or you like someone's personality, which is why like most women are like, no, he's not nice in pictures, but in person, if you see he's cute.
he's very
It's
nice.
usually not
Yeah.
just the looks. It's
Yeah.
it's
The
a
whole
bunch of things.
I remember traumatized in my college for the way my hair was frizzy, and they used to call me Sai Baba, and then they used to call me Card
Good only
Papa.
God.
And they used to call me Card Papa because I had big eyes. Much later, when I grew up, and everybody said, "What beautiful
Big
eyes you
eyes are so
have,"
beautiful. Your hair is
and all
so
that, I'm like,
thick. It
"Really,
has so
really?
many,
Oh my
yeah.
god, I thought I was ugly."
Same. I feel like now when people say, I love your skin tone, I'm like, like the child in me. Yeah, thank you. And I think you say that to me the most. But I feel like when people compliment my skin tone and they say things like, oh, I wish like I had a little olivey undertone, the child in me is like, oh my God, like, are we happy with ourselves? Like, what's going on? Like, do people like us now? Which I hate. Like, I have to keep telling her that, dude, you're okay.
But today, don't you think the field has opened up to people who look different ways? Natural, yeah, okay, natural. What's your take on natural beauty?
My take on
Especially
natural
natural beauty
beauty
in the
is
industry.
that what we think is natural beauty is not at all natural beauty.
Yeah.
And I feel like we have this constructed realism thing that's happening where the most natural look that you think you're seeing is also worked on. Yeah, maybe it's work well done, which is why you can't tell work has been done. When you're really thinking it's natural, I personally, from the actors that I've seen on screen, I don't think there's one single person that hasn't had any work done. I refuse to believe it. I will not believe it. Like, because you can see the before after pictures, you can only lie so much, you can only age so much, or you can only
Do
lose
so much
weight. You
yoga.
can, yeah, you can only put so much basin on your face to have a
So much
whole
sandalwood
other
on your
face
face. Yeah.
shape. Like a square face person will
Yeah.
say, I put basin on my face and it turned oval.
Oval, anda,
Yeah, which I believed in the beginning because I'm so stupid, right?
Yeah.
But the longer I've stayed in Bombay, I'm realizing that everybody gets work done. And it's so normalized here, which is really not normalized elsewhere. Like, I cannot go to Bangalore and talk to my friends and say, oh, this other person is getting work done. For them, it's like what is that kind of a thing, which it was for me as well. So it's all fake.
Because it's a city of Bollywood
Entertainment, yeah.
entertainment. It's all accepted. It's in the open.
Yeah.
People talk about it. It's
But
okay,
do
which
they
is a
though?
good thing.
That's my question. It's really not in the open though. That's the biggest problem, because if it was up in the open, nobody would then have this weird fake standard of beauty that they're telling themselves.
No, I just think two things from this is one, yes, you rightly said the ones who look natural have done really good work on themselves or chosen the best expert. So you can't say that it has been done, but if you see their first movie to now, you will see the transition, which is very slow. A lot of people have transitioned so beautifully. Today they're like, wow, look at how she looks and she didn't look before.